Okay, we are live. Hello, social media world. Happy Friday to you all. It is Sonia, your dietitian with a mission, coming to you live from the deep freeze of Minnesota, where I think we are now in probably our 10th day of some really cold temperatures. So it is Friday. I do realize it's like quiet in social media world, but one of the goals that I set for myself, and I'm really big about, when you set a goal, follow through with it, is to go live and bring some valuable information to my audience at least once a week. So even if it's Friday afternoon and nobody's here, that's okay. We have that wonderful thing called the replay. So if you guys are coming on live, say hi, let me know where you are watching from. And if you are jumping on the replay, I'd love to know where you're watching from as well, so I can come back around and say hello to you. So we're gonna have some fun with this topic today because collagen, which is one of the topics we're going to talk about today, it's a little like politics right now. I feel like there's collagen wars going on all over my social media. So I'll elaborate on that a little bit more. But I would love, hey, Tina, how are you? Superstar, rock star, everything star out there in Canada. Hello. So if you guys have used collagen before, would love to know, do you use it now? Have you used it in the past? What are your thoughts? What are you using it for? Like, tell me a story. Tell me why you're using it. Because I think this information is going to shed some light on some things that are, I will just call them misinformation that's floating around on the internet right now about collagen, what it's for, and really the differences between them. And so one of these days we'll actually dig in really deep and do a deep dive into what exactly is collagen, and of course, all the different kinds, because there are a lot of kinds out there. And the reason for that is because we as humans are made up of all kinds of collagen. Okay. So it's not just one, but there are some that are more abundant within our body and more abundantly used by the body than others. So what we're going to talk about today is something called liquid gold. So if you've been following my stories for a hot minute, you will know that I'm very passionate about something I call liquid gold. And so we'll get into talking about that here momentarily and why it really is so golden. Okay, so who am I and why am I qualified to talk about this? So I'm a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and certified diabetes educator. So for me, it's all about research, science, all the things that back up a product. So in order for me to recommend a product to all of you, or to anybody for that matter, my family, anybody that I know, it has to personally be consumed by me first. I feel that strongly about something. It's kind of like saying you wouldn't recommend a restaurant unless you had a good experience there, right? So that's something I feel very strongly about. And because of these sort of collagen wars going on in my social media, this topic really spoke to me today. So when I do a live, I would imagine that when most people do a live, there has to be something that really is speaking to you, that gets you to really want to come on here and talk to a computer screen or a phone screen and say, hey, this is what I believe to be true. This is, what's really changed my life in a positive or negative way. So this topic really has spoken to me in the last few weeks, particularly. So we're going to talk about it. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about collagen, because that's kind of the main part of this whole equation. What is collagen? So it's the most abundant protein within our bodies as humans, and pets as well too. Pets have collagen in their body. We're actually made of, a large portion of our body is actually made up of collagen, which comes from both essential and non-essential amino acids. Okay, so that's sort of the background. Now, over the age of 25, what happens is that collagen production goes like this. It starts to take a dip. Over the age of 40, guess what? You're out of luck. You stop making this stuff. So what does that mean? That means joint pain. That means wrinkles on your face. That means your hair falls out. Let's see, what else? You have gut issues. Your immune system maybe isn't as strong. So, we're fighting gravity a little bit. All kinds of icky signs of aging, right? So what if there was a way that we could reverse some of that, and not just cosmetically, right? Because we know cosmetically is cool, but if there's real health benefit to something and it helps us cosmetically, hey, that's a win-win situation. And so collagen, again, there's a whole bunch of different kinds, but what we're going to focus on today is type 2 collagen that is liquid It's what I call hydrolyzed. And what does that mean without getting too sciencey on you? So it means it's broken down into the right particle size for your body to actually be able to absorb. Okay, so we've got a situation where we are losing collagen over the age of 25. It's gone after the age of 40 for all practical purposes. So what do? We want to reverse the signs of aging, so we start taking a collagen supplement. But hold on a second. There's a lot of them to choose from. Again, collagen war is all over social. If you're, out there in your feed, I guarantee you've been bombarded with advertisements that talk about collagen. Okay, so normal collagen, I always say powdered collagen, well, because that's the way most of them are put together, is in a powdered form. It's mostly a protein source that is good for making protein muffins. It is not going to provide you with the therapeutic benefits of what liquid hydrolyzed type 2 collagen will provide. Okay, so that's all I'll say about the comparison between them, because we're here to talk about the trifecta and why this is different than most traditional collagens. Okay, so traditional collagen is just collagen, whether it's type 1, type 2, type 3, type 5, a mixture, it doesn't matter. It's just collagen. Okay, so I want you to think about a trifecta, or triangle, right? So a triangle being 3 points. Okay, 3 points of anti-aging is what we find in a bottle of liquid gold. Okay, actually there's several different kinds, but this is the one here that I love. So think about a trifecta. So we have collagen at the top, and then we have 2 other ingredients, which we have yet to touch on, that complete the triangle, okay? So in a normal situation, collagen by itself is just the tip of the triangle. Okay, cool. Yeah, does it help some? Of course. But what if we could add on 2 other things that, when synergistically together complete the triangle, you have a home run effect. So that's what we're going to talk about, is the other 2. So collagen, I talked about that being number 1. Number 2, hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is all over the TV, but it's usually in the form of, like, put it in your face cream or a serum. And well, that stuff is great too. Topical stuff can help to reduce wrinkles and all of that. But as a dietitian, one of the things I've always taught my clients is it starts from within. So it's the nourishment that you give your body within. And I did a whole live on this a couple of weeks ago where I talked about anti-aging nutrition in terms of the food choices that you make. So now think about putting this together with the food choices, right? Because food is always first. There is no debate over that. Food first. And eating foods that are high in vitamin C, for example, vitamin C is a precursor to making collagen. So when you're taking a collagen supplement, regardless of which one you take, eating foods that are high in vitamin C can help to make that work better as well. So that's just a little, we'll call that a bonus tip for you today. But hyaluronic acid, let's switch gears here and talk about that. So yes, it is topical. You can put it on your face, but you can also ingest it. It is something that our bodies produce naturally. But guess what? Again, over time, as we age, same thing as the collagen. Sorry, guys, it goes down. So what is hyaluronic acid? So it's like a clear, gooey substance, without getting too sciencey on you here, that is produced naturally by our bodies, of course. And if you think about it as kind of a lubrication or a moisture that surrounds connective tissue, joints, eyes, really areas where you need moisture. And this is another reason why, as we get older, our skin's drier, our eyes are drier, everything's drier, hair, like everything is drier. So moisture is something that is produced by hyaluronic acid, okay? So if we're losing it as we age, what if there was a way we could replace that internally to help produce some of that natural moisture again? Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, so we talked about its main focus being to lubricate tissues. It also is really, really beneficial, and this is another sign of aging, right? We think of people getting arthritis or being more inflamed, and not just like joint arthritis or inflammation on a boo-boo, but systemic inflammation, meaning inflammation inside your body, okay? So one of the things that we want to do is consume things that help reduce inflammation within our body. And so hyaluronic acid is one of those things that actually can reduce inflammation, also can reduce inflammation, and can really help support a healthy gut. Did you know that? Trivia. We hear about collagen, and that is one of the benefits of collagen as well, being able to support a gut, so, or gut problems, or just a healthy gut in general. So if you've ever been diagnosed with leaky gut, chances are you probably took a collagen supplement. So now we have collagen helping with our gut. We have hyaluronic acid helping with our gut and inflammation, and also providing hydration for our body, right? So there's a couple of benefits. And then reducing the inflammation, of course, that's a big one. Because as you get older, you don't want to end up with things like arthritis and, like everything hurts situation. So if we can reduce that inflammation, then we have less of those problems, right? Who doesn't want that? Okay, so when we have the ability to have a healthier gut, guess what? Our skin looks better. If you ever have acne that comes like around this area, a lot of that is related to hormones and gut problems. Okay, so once again, we heal our gut, hyaluronic acid, collagen together. You have a healthier gut, you have a healthier immune system, you have more hydrated skin, more hydrated hair, longer nails, all those things. Okay, so now we've got collagen and hyaluronic acid. Okay, so we've got two parts to the triangle. What's the third part? Anyone know the third part? I'd love to hear it if you know the third part. We are giving out awards here. You guys are there. All right. So I know the comments here on the streaming platform I use are a little bit delayed. So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. The third part is chondroitin sulfate. Okay. You might have heard of glucosamine, chondroitin, kind of marketed as a joint health supplement. There's a lot of different kinds out there. Again, we're not talking about each individual part necessarily. I mean, we are, because I wanted you to understand what they're for and why they're important. But it's what happens when you put them together that makes this very, very different than a collagen supplement. Okay. So chondroitin sulfate, what does it do? Or what is it actually? So it is actually it's a chemical that our bodies produce that actually is normally found around cartilage and joints. Okay. So if you've ever had like knee problems or something, they might have said, go take some glucosamine chondroitin, right? So in this case, we're talking about chondroitin sulfate. Say that 10 times fast. Chondroitin sulfate. Okay. So if you have, any arthritis or, maybe have had a knee injury in the past or some form of injury, you may have been told to take a supplement like that. So when we add the third piece of the puzzle here, which is the chondroitin sulfate, that is really the home run for joint health, soft tissue health, cartilage, reducing inflammation in all of those areas. So when we think again about aging, we think about less, inflammation, right? We talked about that. And inflammation can be hit from the hyaluronic acid. It can be hit from the chondroitin sulfate. We talked about improving your gut, which improves your immune function. That can be hit from the collagen and the hyaluronic acid. So you have three parts to this very, very important triangle. All of these things our bodies produce naturally. All three of them decline with age. And the older you get, the less of them you have. Okay, that's a simple solution right there. So what do? Number one, we go back to a healthy diet, always. Number two, we make sure that we're eating foods that are, really hydrating our bodies and reducing inflammation within the body, supporting all the things that I talked about, things that are healthy for your gut. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated. Make sure you move. Obviously, you need your joints to move. You can't take liquid gold and sit on the couch and never get up and move. Like, what's the point, right? And then also this stuff. Like, if I could take a shower in this stuff, I would. I literally would pour it on my head. And that is no joke. So I know some of you are shouting out some of the results that you've had from this. Okay, so Tina's used this for 4 years for her knee because she's got no meniscus. Oh my goodness. Like, there's a perfect example of how this stuff can really heal people. Okay, so I'm not making medical claims, but what I'm telling you is when you put the right building blocks into your body, the body becomes the miracle and heals itself. Very, very important for you to understand. So hopefully you understand, as you're watching the collagen wars, maybe in your feed somewhere, that collagen is just one part of the triangle. There's 3 parts to this triangle, or the trifecta. that make up a bottle of liquid gold. And there are lots of different types of liquid gold that actually support different conditions. So like if you're more of an athlete, there's a liquid gold for you. This one I love because it has a lot to support cardiovascular health, and there's a lot of anti-aging nutrients in here as well too. Really, really cool stuff. Tina, putting off knee replacement for the surgeon, for that surgeon prescribed. That is a huge testimonial right there. Because knee replacement, I know, Tina, you're way too young for a knee replacement. So, if you can do things to support your body like that and keep you off the operating table, hallelujah, right? Really, really powerful stuff. And all you got to do is take 2 shots a day, or 2 tablespoons. I put it in a shot glass because it's liquid and it could spill. And it tastes really good too. So that always helps, right? So here's the moral of the story. This can make an enormous difference in your life for many different reasons, and hopefully I've shown you how. It is not just a collagen supplement, and they are not all on the same playing field. So I wanted to really scream that from the rooftops today, because it's very, very important for you to understand. And because I want to give back to all of you, if you have not had an opportunity to try this liquid gold and it's something that you would like to try, I am offering a VIP $10 off discount for anybody that decides that they would like to go shopping for some. So if that is you, put your name down in the comments or send me a message. You can send me a message via Messenger. My inbox is always open. Or if you just like to take a sneak peek and you like some information, maybe to see some testimonials, drop the word group down below and I'll be sure to add you to some of the groups. So I hope you guys found value in this information. I'm just going to take a couple of looks here at the comments before we close up today, because I know it's Friday and hopefully you guys got some fun plans. Sherry, I like the Pure. Do you prefer the Life, and if so, why? So I like both for different reasons. Pure is exactly how it sounds. So if you're that person that is really watching carbohydrates, I mean, this really only, to be honest, guys, has 3 grams of carbs in it. So, if we're worried about 3 grams of carbs in the whole big picture of things, unless you're super, super strict keto, I love this because it has some good cardiovascular health support in it as well, too. It's got, some superfood juices and things added to it as well. So it's really a great alternative. So I love to rotate them. I have Pure, I love Life. I also, for those people that really want to focus more on skin, that's a good one as well. My other half is a huge CrossFitter. I am as well too, although I'm taking a little bit of a break from it. He's using the Sport because it has branched chain amino acids. So there's really a formula for everybody. It's what it is that you want to work on. So if you need some suggestions, reach out to me. But once again, if you want to get started on your journey, go ahead and let me know in the comments or send me a message, because this stuff is honestly life-changing. Okay, so there you have it. That's how liquid gold is not just another collagen supplement. I hope you guys found value in this information. And if you did, go ahead and smash the share button. Share this with people in your world that we can possibly help. And I will extend that promotional VIP discount to your friends and family as well. So you guys have a great day. We'll be coming back at you live next week. As a matter of fact, I think Monday, with a really awesome topic. You guys are not going to want to miss this one, especially if you love plant-based protein. So can't wait to tell you more, but you'll have to wait for the weekend. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone.